Prince Charles' views were questioned by a former U.S. advisor who grew concerned that royals involving themselves in political issues could alienate the public from the expected neutral royal family. Speaking to Express.co.uk, Mr. Cohen said, "Members of the British royal family are expected to be apolitical and not make themselves the centre of attention. Their mission is to unite, rather than divide. And as far as intentions being pure, it seems this may be the case for the Prince of Wales, who has had lifelong passions for certain causes such as architecture or the environment. Prince Charles has used his position to do many exemplary things, with his Prince's Trust being an excellent example. In the case of the Sussexes, they seem in my view to be drawn, like moths to the flame, to issues that will help them achieve their ends, which include remaining in the spotlight. While the Prince of Wales may be ill-advised to take strong positions on topics that may alienate large segments of the population, at least his causes are sincerely felt rather than a means to achieve publicity. The Prince of Wales has been a long supporter of environmental issues before green politics came to the forefront of public debate. More recently, Prince Charles was invited to COP26 to deliver speeches and speak with world leaders about climate change. But despite his staunch campaigning throughout the years, Prince Charles has been attacked, with some critics questioning if a royal family under him will remain apolitical. Political commentator and former Australian councillor Liz Storer attacked Prince Charles on Sky News Australia and said he was unhinged for calling for a military-like effort to tackle climate change. She remarked, "Are we going to see the military patrolling our streets? Are we going to see militia knocking on doors? Have you done your recycling?" CEO of the Australian Republic Movement, Sandy Beer, told Express.co.uk that some Australians were growing concerned over Prince Charles' political affairs. He said it was not what was expected in a constitutional monarchy, before revealing he has seen a surge in support for his group in recent years. Mr. Cohen added Prince Charles could also learn a lot from the Queen, as she refrains from showing her political beliefs. He explained, "Interestingly, people project their own political beliefs on the Queen. Whatever opinions they hold, they imagine she shares. Take for instance her very neutral remarks when she expressed the hope that voters will think very carefully about the future before the Scottish independence referendum. She didn't give away an opinion, but all sides could relate to her remark and no one was alienated. The future king has not laid out what he will do when takes the throne, but he was questioned on the topic by the BBC in a documentary marking his 70th birthday. When asked if his campaigning would continue when he becomes monarch, he replied, 'No. It won't. I'm not that stupid. I do realize that it is a separate exercise being sovereign. So, of course, I understand entirely how that should operate.'" Prince Harry and Meghan set up their foundation, Archewell, shortly after leaving the royal family, which encompasses all of their media and charitable ventures. The Duke of Sussex revealed in his interview with Oprah Winfrey that he was financially cut off from the royal family in the first quarter of 2020 and so needed to find work. Referring to the Sussexes' interview with Oprah last March, Ms. Tomoney argued Harry has accused his father and brother of being trapped in the monarchy. According to insiders, this has driven a further wedge between Prince Charles and his son. When Prince Harry appeared on Oprah, he added to the division when he complained that his father literally cut him off financially. Ms. Tomoney cites money as playing a part in the breakdown of the relationship with father and son. The Daily Telegraph quotes a royal source as saying, "Like any parent, Charles did get fed up with the constant calls from Harry for more money. He did his utmost to make them feel financially supported. I think a lot of parents will be able to identify with that." Ms. Tomoney makes the claim Prince Harry, in his relationship with Prince Charles, could be mirroring how his wife Meghan Markle is treating her own father. The royal journalist wrote, "It has not gone unnoticed behind palace gates that Harry cutting himself off from the rest of his family appears to echo Meghan's relationship with her own father, Thomas Markle." Tellingly, however, those who know Charles best insist he won't be angry at Harry's latest salvo, just sad. The Daily Telegraph quoted a palace source as saying the prince absolutely adores Harry. "He will feel absolutely devastated by this, distraught. He'll be beside himself if this means he also becomes more ostracized from his grandchildren. It's such a sad state of affairs." Responding to Ms. Tomoney's article, Daily Mail diary editor and broadcaster Richard Eden tweeted, "Interesting point about Prince Harry's worsening relationship with Prince Charles in Camilla Tomoney's article in The Telegraph." Charles could also learn a lot from the Queen as she refrains from showing her political beliefs. He explained, "Interestingly, people project their own political beliefs on the Queen. Whatever opinions they hold, they imagine she shares. Take for instance her very neutral remarks when she expressed the hope that voters will think very carefully about the future before the Scottish independence referendum. She didn't give away an opinion, but all sides could relate to her remark and no one was alienated. The future king has not laid out what he will do when takes the throne, but he was questioned on the topic by the BBC in a documentary marking his 70th birthday. When asked if his campaigning would continue when he becomes monarch, he replied, 'No. It won't. I'm not that stupid. I do realize that it is a separate exercise being sovereign. So, of course, you